Right, let's reload if we're... There he is. Wow, this gun sucks. I miss good guns. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Reforged Eden. It is the 1.10 version of Reforged Eden, and addressing one of the comments I've had a couple of times, yes, this is the War and Industry version. So, that is where we're kicking things off, and with that we are also about to bring in a ship we're going to use the jolly old short hop yet again, just because it's a short hop. Now, CPU tiers locked, T1. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully I can get it in. I just need to unlock all these normal goodies, as these are standard checks these days, unless you disable them. Now, it has been raised to me that I may have a bit of a problem with the fact that I've selected medium difficulty, because apparently there's a bug which can mean that the scenarios play a lot harder than they actually are. So like medium is hard, hard is ridiculously hard, and easy is medium, so that you're supposed to play this on medium. I have not done that, so this could become interesting. What is budding? Data package. CPU management has been successfully installed on your Empyrion Apedia. Okay. Proceed with caution. Reach the structures. Okay. Right, moving swiftly on. But yes, so I may find that this is a bit harder and tougher than I expect it to be. But with that, we'll just see how it goes. We're already at level 10, nicely gained through mining, so that shouldn't be a problem for us. Now, what are we missing? Ramps, wireless connection. So, we're actually at level 12 with all the mining I've done. Wireless connection and ramps. Did anybody see ramps? There we go, ramps. So, that should allow us to at least access the short hop to the factory, which will add to the factory. We need a bunch of our finest carbon substrate, iron, copper and silicon. Now, I've mined out all this copper, which is in fact still processing, but I'm sure there's going to be enough here. Iron, silicon, and we'll chuck that straight into the factory. Yoink, I'm not going to worry about the rest of the copper, it's fine. And I'm going to let this carry on processing a moment while I go back and pick up the other bits I already have over at the base just over there. Well, I say the base, I mean the crashed Heidelberg. But I will gather up these resources, and by that time I am anticipating it is going to be night. So hopefully we'll be able to start it before we have to sleep through the night. So let me grab the resources and take them over, and we will see if we can have this ship in the morning. Well, I still need to do another round on collecting materials, but it is dark already, and I have everything here I need to get it in. We're already making some biofuel, and I will be bringing the other portable constructor back before I sleep in order to make more biofuel. But here we go, we have this. We need a little bit more silicon. There we go, that will do. And we are total production time only 1 second. Oh, I think I did switch it to instant, so we will be sorted. So I am going to start that production. Blueprint has already successfully finished, but I am still going to sleep through the night, because even though it's actually not that dark once it gets into the night, it just seems to just be the transition that's super dark. I am going to sleep through the night, and I'll get the other bits first and get the biofuel going so we can pop it in the morning. Okay, so morning has broken. Just broken. And we'll be ready to bring it in. Let's see how our fuel is doing. Still not complete, but 35, nice. 48, nice. And that one wasn't doing anything, so we're fine. But let's go to the factory and bring in the short hop, which will be here. So we'll spawn it in. Hello, my little fellow. We'll spawn you in nice and close here. And it might be me, but I'm finding the bike much less jittery than before. It seems that they have patched it now, and it does seem to be, one, not doing the jiggly thing, and two, not be quite as twitchy as it was, which is all good news, really. Quite happy with that news. So what we'll do is we'll just link to the cargo container. It'll make it easier for me to grab these. Is that quite finished, or is it not finished? You're not finished, clearly. But we can start off by grabbing some of these heavy items and chucking them in, because we will want all of this. Now, I don't know if any of you are also aware of the shenanigans going on with Unity at the moment, which is the base coding program which Empyrion is written in. It does worry me a little, because Empyrion are the kind, or Elyon are the kind of people who will really suffer under Unity's new plan to charge per install, because many people buy this game, install it, enjoy it for a bit, uninstall it, and then come back to it again later. And you know, while they've said they only charge for the original install, there's no real way to police that. And you know, Elyon sometimes sell this game for as little as like £7. So you know, if they're charging, was it like 20p, I think it is, per install, or in British terms at least 20 pence per install, you know, it doesn't take long before that, you know, eats into their profit margin quite significantly. So yeah, I hope that Elyon really actually sort that out. Sorry, not Elyon, Unity sort themselves out and start being sensible, because small developers like Elyon Studios will really suffer under those rules. And I mean, it could lead them just to abandon the game, you know. So that would be quite sad if that happened. But enough of that, he says. Enough of Elyon's woes. Though, yeah, I do feel for them quite heavily. It does worry me how that will impact the game in the future if they carry on being stupid. Right, that is lovely full, which is fantastic. Now, I wouldn't happen to have, I happen to have just 70. So this is the one problem you get with the short hop, and any SV weapon really, is that in the early game, you can't make that kind of bullet in this constructor. You can only make it in one of these. But I don't believe I can use this constructor. Or can I? Excuse me just 1 second. Just a second. Can I actually use this constructor? Hang on. I might have missed a trick here. I may well have missed a trick. Right. Give me the short hop. Give me that container. I think we need some iron. We'll definitely need some of that, and I'm not sure if we need copper, but we'll chuck it in just in case. I think that's all we need to make bullets. Can I use this constructor? I mean, there's many containers here. Oh, look, there's a container I've missed, clearly. Faint energy signature. Freezer. Freezer. Come on. Where are you? I didn't look at the name of it. There you are. So can you... Yeah, you can use this. I can use this to make myself... Alright. Okay. So before we leave, I am going to quickly sort myself out, at least with a bunch of bullets, to arm this thing, because, well, why wouldn't I, to be quite honest? So, I don't know, about 20. Oh, what's happening? Secondary fire mode has been... Oh, well, it's kind of updating it as I make things that are pertinent to the situation. The really secondary fire modes, it should really tell you about that beforehand, because it's on other weapons. Not just like scopes, but things like, for example, the drill. So it should really tell you about things like that beforehand. But okay, I'll get that running and just get ourselves with some bullets, because better to be safe than sorry. I might just have a quick look, because this is an Empyrion vanilla type ship. How are we doing CPU wise? We are fine CPU wise. We have some good grace. Might even be enough grace if we wanted to put in a milligun turret. Uses 1000 CPU. Possibly not. But I will consider it. It might be useful to have one on board, just as a bit of extra fire. So let me build those and we'll get moving. Okay, so bit of sad news. Even though it looks like the constructor will work there, it does not work. I was hoping it would, but the answer is a resounding no. So we have no working constructor on that ship. I'm sure... I mean, I can't even salvage the constructor because it's admin cord, so there is nothing I can do there. Ooh. Seems to use power slightly differently, because I'm sure before it never used to hit like 90% power, and now it does. That's interesting. Like 89, 90% power here at 90, ooh, 107%. Push the generators. I might have to invest in an additional generator, because yeah, we seem to be pulling more power than anticipated right there. That might be a difference between the two. So we've got to go to this village, so we're reaching the structures. Hopefully, there we go. This can't be right. These people live in primitive housing. They don't have the capacity for something. It seems you may be right, Commander. Nevertheless, these creatures were not described in the Heidelberg's logs, and we should investigate for potential information. We should. And we'll think the ship might have power issues. It would be best to approach in times between regular drone patrols. Commander, if they cannot help us, it would cause unnecessary problems for them if they found our presence. Yes. Well, I've not seen any drone patrols in the sky anyway, so I'm gonna leap over their wall with my jetpack. And I think we'll put the gun away and try and look non-threatening. Hello, you horrible, horrible thing. Hello, sir. Chief. Okay. That's not what normally happens. I'm sorry I don't understand language. I don't suppose you speak trade standard. It's the only translation key I've got. Dude, speak English. Okay, I don't suppose you speak trade standard. There you go. I'm gonna say call that a no. So your people are the Talon? Yeah. Well, at least I don't have to read it. The chief points to a tapestry depicting a pyramid-like tower being struck by lightning. Okay. I kind of like this, because you might not have it. Chief gestures to the village gate and turns around. I guess we're done here then. Did you get any of that IDA? The best I've got is the chief wants me to go to a tower somewhere. I have a recording of the conversation and identified the structure he indicated, Commander. It's quite far from your current location and is emitting a low electromagnetic signature. I shall send the location data to your display. Go for it. Commander, I have forwarded the location of the tower, or something that matches the tapestry of the Talon, what the Talon chief showed us, blah blah blah. I wonder what I'm supposed to do there. Got any clues? Yes, shoot things. That's how it works. Through the cameras in your suit, I was able to observe the tribesmen while you spoke with the chief and most of the people in the village. Uh-oh, overloading. Oh, should I be worried? Yeah, we need to do something about this. Okay. We are pulling more generator power than normal. And, this could be an issue. I'm gonna stop off here a second. And we're gonna have to... Oh, no. Okay, temporary fix in mind. So, I haven't got the multi-tool I would need to really go in there and start tweaking out the bits I need to get it in the right place. Or at least I don't think so. I don't think I can get the drone through the hole. However, I'm pretty sure I can chuck like a generator in one of these and just take it out later. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to quickly chop down one of these and have a quick look at what it's going to take to make one. Look in here, Sev. What do we need? Steel plate, motor, electronics, computer, and mechanical components. Okay. And of course, I can't do it the easy way, so I have to do it the hard way. And yes, you'll notice I didn't forget my stuff in the fridge. So that we've definitely got those, the electronics, pretty sure we've got the motors, got the steel plates, got the computers, there was only one of those required, got the mechanical components, and was there anything else? Let's have a quick look. Generator? No, that will do. Excellent. Let's put all this back actually now. And then we can pick this back up, plonk a generator in, and problem will be solved. It's a good job we have the extra CPU capacity, because we're clearly going to need a little bit of it anyway. This doesn't take that much. Can I move this off the bar a second? Because I need to put this one on. And we shall fix the problem. There we go. Problem solved. How's that? Let's stop the generator overloading. There we go. We're still hitting 82% there for a second. Right. I am not actually looking at where I'm supposed to be going. Where am I supposed to be going? Heat signature. The other way to where I'm going. Smooth, Sev, smooth. Okay. ancient tower 2 clicks away over there. And sadly, it seems that these engines have slightly less power than they do in base game as well, unless something's been changed. Because we are only hitting 43, which is pretty slow. It's not quite as fast. I mean, a hover vessel would go faster. But I don't actually know whether we're on like an old-fashioned starter planet, or whether we're on one of the new style starter planets, or quite what the dealio is. So, I don't know. You're approaching the tower, Commander. I am detecting electromagnetic readings coming from beneath the structure. Okie dokie. Oh. It appears to be some kind of entrance at the top of the tower, Commander. Yes, a pit of doom, I believe, is the technical term. Let's turn the thrusters off. Wow, did the generator use over 500 CPU? Really? 500 CPU? They don't use anywhere near that in base game. Okay. Good to know. Good to note the differences, I think, here. So, that is distinctly more power hungry, or CPU hungry, than it is in the base game. I'm not seeing spiders, which normally there is a whole raft of spiders appearing. No spiders, and no drones. So I guess we head down. Okay, the design of this structure is more advanced than the Talon village, but I see many similarities in the architecture. There could be a reason, but I surmise the Xerax's presence here has caused their apparent regression. Okay, right, so where is it? Yeah, that's the top of my list too, but why are they sending me here? To show me what? These devices appear to be some kind of holographic terminals and may contain answers to your questions. There is no power though. I'm detecting live energy conduit running behind that wall. Try pushing against the wall, Commander. Which wall? This wall. There. And I found a lever. I must pull it. Because you must. I must always pull the lever. Looks like the power's on. I'm reading an increase in data traffic. I've remotely connected to the computer systems. They operate on a base 8 instead of base 10. Will that cause problems? Shouldn't do, as long as you know that. No, Commander. I have a translation key completed momentarily and will be transferring the files to your suit's systems. Okie dokie. I quite like this. This is good. You're getting to learn the language. I've completed translation key. Please approach the blue console and confirm the translation in the Talon language. Approach the blue console. Loading Talon translation key. Talon.lex. Talon.lex added to your database. Forwarding translation key into HUD and audio input-output. In the year 1832, the noble Talon, having regained power of the spaceflight and finally returned to the stars, encountered the first adversary in the form of the Trade Federation, an economic power spanning thousands of systems without formal military. They found opposition with our enlightened system of equality and saw our people as both threat and resource. With no military force of our own, we turned to an honorable warrior race, great in number and military prowess, but lacking in interstellar travel, and uplifted them to be our allies and protectors against the economical might of the Trade Federation. With their military and tactical superiority on our side, the Federation's aggression was halted and a stalemate achieved. Seeing no way for a profitable outcome for them, the Federation entered into negotiations with our Talon Xerax Assembly to construct a system of codependent commerce between our peoples, giving up their right to military forces in exchange for our allies' protection from external forces in their place. And so the Trade Guild and the Talon Zirax Assembly were formed. This looks like a historical record. Yes, it appears to detail the rise of the Talon and their protectors and allies, the Zirax. From the dating system, I believe this would be some 2,000 years ago, and the documents are roughly 15,000 years of the Talon Zirax Assembly. It's history over 800 pages. Let's not read all that, please. That's a long time to be allies for them to be in the condition they are now. I'm guessing there's more recent history must be different. Yeah, like that. Check the red console. Okay. Alright, I am not going to read all of this because you guys all know how this goes. So, I will let it come up on the screen. If you wish to read it, read it, because it says the War of Silence, no warnings, no transmissions. The assembly was gone, war was upon us, and the evil of our past, our legacy. An ancient enemy left behind. Traveled the gulf of emptiness between our original and destination. Naive we were for the while. Okay, so basically this is them getting attacked and slaughtered by the legacy. But mentions the War of Silence. Yes, it was strong enough to topple a formidable alliance. It references the legacy. Yes, about 400 years since that happened. 239, Commander. But indeed, records describe the legacy further on. Okay. Well, no, Commander. Yeah, it doesn't cover basically how the Talon became the sort of primitive people they are. And now the green console. And again, similar thing. Wait a second. The console seems to have a database, Talon control planets, food, dances, and other cultural related stuff. While this is probably what the chief wanted me to read, it is of no use to us. Okay. Personally, I find it fascinating, Commander. You can enable the upload connection and can store the files for the UCH database. Okay. Did you find something fascinating? The most expression I've heard out of you so far, IDA. One of my parameters is to investigate and document first contact with alien species, Commander. I am predisposed to fascination of alien creatures and cultures. Fair enough. Does that mean you're investigating those big-ass spiders we've been running into as well? Of course, Commander. I would like to know more about these creatures we've encountered. You can review the ecological database in your PDA. Do you know how to kill them better? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Commander, but I have detected a heat signature moving in the tower. Here comes a drone. How many hostiles are we talking about? Only 3! Not a problem. Great. Fantastic. Oh, balls. Okay. So, lock and load. Or are we talking drones or not drones? I don't see anything. I need to ping because I've not got me ping. They're preparing to breach, Commander. Get away from the red console. I'm away. I'm very away from the red console. Stupid question. When you say they're preparing to breach, I mean, have I just kind of skipped out on the... Oopsie! I'm guessing they were supposed to breach the red console. There we go. Okay, that was kind of fun. I kind of broke the system there. Yeah, You kind of just hop out and completely break the quest. Where is the last Xeraxian scumbag? I saw him. He ran this way. He came around here. Where'd he go? Right, let's reload if we're... There he is. Wow, this gun sucks. I miss good guns. Okay, but how do they know I was here? That's too short a time for them to have gotten as close as they did, yeah. They must have known. They're bastards. The only way the Xerax could have beaten us here was if someone had told them we're coming. I have a feeling the Talon are not as peaceful as they claim. Maybe. Well, let's go back to Chief and interrogate him and give him a bit of a bitch slapping at the same time. And just make sure that he's on the level with us. And hopefully crash into a few trees as well, because that's always fun. Can we please... Where is the bloody entrance? There you are. Okay, even though we've got tons of fuel, I'm not going to burn through it stupidly. Right, let's just execute the Chief straight out. Show them our negotiation skills. I see you have returned, traveller. I hope your journey was enlightening. Wait a second, you can speak trade standard? Of course I do. How else would we be able to purchase supplies and sell ingredients to the traders at the trading station? Then why send me on a wild goose chase? To learn your language and history, if you were not setting me up, you scumbag. I could have. But then you would have both learned nothing for yourself and proven nothing to me. I am now confident that you are neither Xerax spy or enemy of the clan. Fair enough. By the way, what's a goose? It's a mean bird. It's an animal from my home world, but that's beside the point. You sent the Xerax to attack me as soon as I reached the tower. Let's play dumb. What? The tower contains records of our history, much as the Xerax would like to refute it. They would never intentionally destroy such a repository of knowledge, as it may still be of use if the war resumes again. What can I tell you, Chief? They blew the wall to get in and took out one of the consoles. Everything behind it, the red one, I think. By the time they reached the tower, they'd already landed a safe distance away and were making their way on foot to the tower. That knowledge is backed up. So as long as the other consoles were undamaged, it can be repaired. I can tell what you are thinking. Someone here told the Xerax patrols where to find you. Yes. I tend to agree. It shames me to admit it that you are probably right, traveller. I cannot even understand why they did it. Fair enough. You see, a year ago when the ships from people came, to my sorrow we tried to help your people. They mistook us for Xerax and our aid for an attack. We lost many people, blah 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 blah. Okay, these conditions. They never did find out how the talent ended up this way. Ah yes, that it's not a terribly long story and happened long before my time. But yeah, basically the Xerax pushed them out of power. So, yeah, I'll let you read all of this at your leisure. That's terrible. Why haven't you thought back? Fighting is a young man's game. I'm too old. Yes, but you have plenty of young men. And yeah, and it would be their deaths. It would. Sooner or later, your people will need to stand up and fight. Yes, we will. Thank you for your opinion, traveller, but this business is our own. Okay. Yeah, what's going on with your young hunters then? The young hunters will be apprehended and brought before a tribal council to determine their guilt. I understand. Is there some way I can help? I believe you may meet opposition, yes? I would ask if you are willing to speak to the head of the hunters and tell him to call in the hunters in my request. Okay, right away. I promise not to shoot him in the face. If I recall correctly, the head hunter was by the gate. Is he a head hunter or the head hunter? That's you, right? So, you are the Terran that the chief has vouched for. I am not impressed. Neither am I, dude. Yes. We'll just skip through this again so we don't have to inflict you all with me narrating all of this. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm here to make sure the hunters are called in instead of going out there and shooting them in the face. My people have no reason to flee your false accusations, Terran. I have already sent out a message to bring my hunting parties in an hour ago. And are they back yet? Well, no. They should have returned some time ago. This does not mean they're guilty of anything, just that something has delayed them. They might be in trouble. I will go and bring them myself. No, you will not, Terran. I will go out. You will accompany me and ensure that there is no deception on anyone's part. I can live with that. Can I still shoot them? So where are we going? Young Keeve is the closest. He should be near the stone monument at this time of day. I will meet you at the top of the tower if I cannot find him. He will likely be near the tower and visible from the top. Let's head out. Okay. The monument he referring to is located not far from the village, Commander, but this may be a trap. I would recommend exercising caution. I would recommend exercising sleep. It is nighttime. And I do not want to do this in the dark. So, kip time. And with that is going to be the end of this episode. Where next episode, we will check and see if we have been betrayed by that bloke, whose name I can't remember. Thanks a lot. I can't sleep while there's enemies nearby.